We are now, it's 8:30 a.m. EST. We just had some data come out. It was the final GDP, I believe. So the market is, just dealing with that data, digesting it, and we're going to take a look at that market as it unfurls. I've got my eye on the EUR USD for some potential trades, but the movement this morning is pretty substantial. This is one of the last economic data announcements to come out before the end of the calendar quarter, and I think it's the end of the fiscal quarter too. So one thing maybe we should look into is the definition for that, for fiscal quarter, because I think different companies have different fiscal quarters based on when they opened up and maybe a few other things. That's my understanding of it, but as a trader, I kind of just watch the charts and I guess I'm a little bit ignorant on that. So we'll delve into that today. What I am going to do before we get too far is I'm going to grab a link for this show, throw it up on Discord. And just a hint for those of you who are in the Rogue Discord, there are a few of us in the background who are actually going to be redesigning that and possibly moving it to Telegram. Discord has become a little bit problematic. As a moderator, I've received some messages that are a bit concerning from Discord. Ones you can imagine, the kind of messages people get as moderators. Your content is problematic. You cannot say these things. We do not like what you are saying. You had better moderate the forum better, or else we will go ahead and shut you down. So we're going to take care of that. If Discord doesn't want our business, then they will go ahead and not have it. Okay, another thing about Discord is that my channel always disappears. Hold on. I look for my channel and it's gone. It's because we have too many channels in Discord. Okay. Come join us live. Good. So the link is out. The news is out. The GDP info is out. And that was the gorilla that you just heard texting me. He'll be on at 9 EST, so he'll be on in about 20 minutes to distribute said drips. Okay, that's why I erased that message. I did end up talking to him, and he will be here. Ray, it's very funny. So we got Ray showing us some funny memes over in the Telegram. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please do the like, subscribe, follow, all of that, and spread the link around. I had somebody contact me on YouTube saying that we're already shadow banned. Now, if that's the case, I don't really care. We're not trying to market on YouTube. I mean, we're not trying to use YouTube's algorithms to market anyway. I'll do what I can to take advantage of that, but YouTube is more just for us to use as a tool, and also, if people find us there, that's great. If people look at us and they go, oh, these guys are doing videos every day, like YouTube is a good way to show that that is going on. So that's YouTube. All right, so let's take a look at the data. First, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen after I zoom in so that everybody can read what's going on. Okay. So let's do, I better actually log into my trading account as well. Trades right now are certainly tricky. I don't know that I would be jumping into anything right now. As I said, the data just got thrown out there, announced, if you will. And so that is something that, is dangerous to do, dangerous to trade in that scenario when the data is just recently put out. Let me open up the right chart. Load a layout. Okay. And there we are. I thought I was logged in. Oh, I am. I'm on the wrong screen. Good thing I have not done this yet. I got all my alarms going off. I'll have to check this out, but I think that I might be turning off my auto algo during these announcements. I know certainly at market close, I'm going to shut that off because already the numbers are showing pitiful around market close for the auto trader. It does not go well. So that's one thing to know. But I've got the auto trader just going, compiling data, and we're going to gather that data. I'm going to find out what the best pair is, what the best time to trade is, because I'm breaking even on that, which is really good when you're just like throwing every single trade against the wall, and seeing if they stick. Okay. All right, so just getting all this set up to share the screen with you. And that is the right screen. So I've been kind of stalking some trades, meaning that kind of waiting in the background. Again, it's the end of this month is real tricky. The end of this quarter, I should say, is super, super tricky. It's really easy to, enter a trade that'll just kick your butt, just take all your money. And that's because the volatility is so low. And that's because a lot of these, as we've been talking about, a lot of these funds are letting everything kind of end before they really take a position. They want to let this quarter end. They don't want to jeopardize their in-profit books right now. But basically, let me bring up the economic data real quick. So we got Thursday, that's today. Okay, let me refresh the screen. I know Chairman Powell speaks today at 4 p.m. EST, which is around market close. So what might happen is that, sure, we get a little bit of volatility this morning from the data that just got announced, and then market might even slow down a bit towards the end of the day. We have the unemployment claims are lower than expected, and final GDP is actually lower than expected. So it's mixed data. So the unemployment claims is a weekly metric. The final GDP quarter over quarter is a quarterly metric. So logic would say that the weaker look is going to be adding strength to the dollar, at least short term. And I think that's what happened. I think the EUR/USD popped up. It surely did. So that's the case. So the quarterly data taking precedence because it is a higher time frame situation, quarterly over weekly certainly, caused a pop up in the euro. We'll take a quick look at that on the chart, but there's not really a way to make use of it. And of course, you had the typical gerrymandering where they pushed the price down because everybody thought it was going to go up, so they knocked people out of their stops. Very typical. So I'm going to go ahead and expand the screen here and get rid of the gobbledygook. So you can see here, initially price got wicked down hard, took people out of their stops, and then headed up, right? So anybody who is willing to be patient might have made a little bit on this, but really the volatility and volume are so low right now that even this news is probably not going to have as much of an effect on things. Price will probably just resume its prior direction, if you will, and kind of move from there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the screen a little bit cleaner. This QR code up on the left just it gets in the way of things. Okay, so that's good. All right. So what I'm expecting here, let me open up this screen on the 5-minute here. The trade I'm looking for today is going to be a resumption upward. So I think that we're going to see price kind of hang out in this area, maybe go lower. It might dump a little bit lower. It might actually want to hang out in this, be attracted to this order block. But I think at least short term price may want to head up. Let me see here. It's hard to say. Again, this low volume market is pretty tricky. And I know on the the 30-minute, there is a lot of room for price to go ahead and move down. But on the higher time frame, price does want to chip up just a little bit. So there's a really good chance actually that price breaks out of this area and heads down. That can easily happen. See, of course, I'll be looking for algorithmic reasons to enter, but the general thing I see happening is kind of like maybe something like this, and then perhaps up, but who knows how high. What we might actually end up developing is a bit of a range here until things truly break out. This is on the 30-minute chart, so there are opportunities in day trading that I'll look at. And this, the way I drew it, might actually take not take as long as what I just drew. It might actually happen a little bit more quickly than that. Like perhaps by the end of the day. But what may also happen is things might slow down because Powell is going to talk at the end of the trading day, or towards the end of the trading day. So it might be that price actually just kind of doesn't do much. And, I can't do much with that, and that's fine. We have days like that. Mama said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this, my mama said. All right. So, I wait for things to happen. I take the trades as they come. I don't try to force trades or, chase trades, anything like that. I have a plan. Algos tell me what to do. I do what they say, as long as there are no countermands, if you will, as long as there's nothing against what I have going on. And that is the plan. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Discord. Okay, yeah, not a lot going on in Discord. That's okay. Not a lot going on in the market, really. Whatever that move up was from the data got rejected immediately. That's that dot on top is a reversal indicator saying, it's going to get crushed down. And again, right now the algos do say that there is a pullback coming. So, that's to be expected. And there's not much I can do with that pullback. Let me see. Let me take a quick look at the algo, see if there is anything I can do with that. I think it's just such a low time frame scenario that that there's not a lot. Let me refresh the screen here. Reload, thank you. Okay, so a high time frame is a bit bearish, but again, we do have a pop up coming. That it might be a temporary move up. It might actually get stuffed, but as it is now on a higher time frame, a pop up is here, and on the lower time frame, a move down is in, and the entry was at the top of that wick, really. So, to enter now would be a bit chasey because there's been so much movement to the downside that it's just no bueno. It's no bueno. And again, I can't trade those news events. It's against my rules. But the thing to do would have been to enter up here but that's, nearly impossible. It's very difficult to know on a news event to enter up here. It just is. I mean, sure, we look back at it, we look back in time, we see, this indicator went off, but those indicators are not perfect. I mean, look here. See that green on the bottom? That's the same reversal indicator. So that one says, price is going to go up, then it goes down on you. You can't trust these things, especially during a news event, So yeah, price is headed down, but you know what? It's headed down so far that now it's going to want to head up, right? Things go back, things go forth, back and forth, ebb and flow. So that's the way that works. And let me take a look here. Yeah, and we're about to come to that point here where price may want to reverse back upward. So we'll see. I mean, I think ultimately it'll go down further, but I think it'll just wag around a bit. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the charts are going to look like that. So I'm going to move it over to the questions area. So does anybody in YouTube or in the Algo Factory Live Lab have any questions? They have any charts they want to see, anything like that? Again, not much I can do with, with Forex at the moment. And until questions happen, I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin. Let's see here. So Bitcoin is showing high time frame bearish, but kind of not decidedly bearish. We know that the volatility is sloughing off on the high time frame. So looking at like the 3-day chart or the half a month chart, the 2.5 week chart, we're looking at the ADX is dumping on both of these. So I'm trying to expand the screen on that so you can see it. So this is the 3-day. You see the ADX is really bottoming out, and oftentimes that means there is volatility coming, right? But as of now, it's bottoming out. There's no, and on the higher time frame, it's even going on. Not just this 3-day, but the 18-day, if you will. It's the same exact thing on the ADX. Volatility just dropping off a cliff, and that's to be expected this time of year. However, October does tend to be a good month in Bitcoin. I've shared that data. 9 out of 10 October's is bullish for Bitcoin. So what we could see is a move up just by nature of that. And the charts are showing a possibility of just enough upward momentum to make that happen. That is possible. It is happening in the charts. Rikuku asks, could I look at Bitcoin Cash? Okay. Yeah, I was kind of trolling, not trolling, it's the wrong word, but I was, just going through crypto Twitter, and there are people in Bitcoin Cash right now. Well, Bitcoin being so calm, you have a lot of money moves towards the altcoins. So you can't have the occasional altcoin pump. Bitcoin Cash has been moving up since about mid-August, and Link has as well. In June, looks like big pump in June. Bitcoin Cash is even more scammy than Bitcoin historically. So Bitcoin's scammy. It's a lot of scam pumps. Very difficult to trade Bitcoin. Unless you're just trading on like the daily or something. You really got to know what you're doing to trade Bitcoin. And Bitcoin Cash is even worse. I would never trade Bitcoin Cash, not on a low time frame, and I don't trade on a high time frame. So I just don't mess with Bitcoin Cash. I would have to design an entire algo around Bitcoin Cash. But what I can tell you, it has bullishness. It's probably not going to go above 329, and it's going to have a real hard time getting past 260. That's what I got for you on Bitcoin Cash. And anything besides that is just going to be like guesswork. I mean, if you look at the lower time frame chart on Bitcoin Cash, it's terrible. Let me see. I need to use a different exchange than this one, though. KCH. Use Binance. Oh, it was on Binance. Wow. Okay. It looks so bad. All right, so this is the 15-minute chart, basically. I mean, this is terrible. This is horrible to trade. I mean, it's doable, but look how many scam wicks there are. I don't know why anybody would trade Bitcoin Cash on a low time frame. You're just insane. Like I said, on the daily, there's a room for the scam on that. There's room to deal with the scam, but let's not use this. Let's use say. We'll just use this one. Scamwick, 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 Scamwick. Scamwick. All right. So, I mean, if you want to trade in this environment, that's dangerous. I wouldn't be messing with it. And I don't have the it's hard for me to tie up capital in a trade that's going to be, and any reasonable amount of profitable capital in a trade that's going to take like a month. It just that doesn't make any sense to me. Cool Cat wants to look at TRB. He says wild pumps on TRB question mark. I don't know, bro. You tell me. Are there wild pumps on TRB? I mean, Cool Cat been trading forever together. Going back, I don't know, going back since 2018, 2018. And he's asking me if there are wild pumps on it. Well, I mean, I can see what look like wild pumps, certainly. I mean, it is having these moves up. Is this predictable? Is TRB anything? I don't know anything about it. I don't know who backs TRB or what it is. It's an altcoin, So chances are it's just going to be a scam anyway. But yeah, it's moving up, and the chart is very strong on this. I think the time to enter maybe another pump is possibly now. I mean, it's kind of tricky, but looking at the chart, this may head up. But here's the thing about it. Everybody now knows about TRB. So it might be that people who enter get stuffed. But a decent entry might have been around 45, 46 back in this bottom. But of course, you don't know that, until afterwards. But that might have been the opportunity on that for the current move up. But then again, is this going to keep going? You're talking about crypto pumps. It's impossible to know. But it does seem that during this time period, these crypto pumps do last a while, right? So, but the question is who's left holding the bag when the music stops, right? Like you had this big top right here, and then price kind of fell and made like a second top and then dumped down, and then everybody had to hold it for like 2 weeks just to come back into, not being in a loss. And we might be seeing the same thing here. Are we going to see that? It's very possible. It's extremely possible that we would see perhaps just, another here. And again, one thing that is a problem with any trading is that you see pumps after they happen. So, that's why I don't really care about crypto. I do. I like trading Bitcoin because Bitcoin doesn't have that same kind of scammy aspect as a lot of these altcoins do during this time in the market. If we were in a bull market, then I'd be looking at altcoins and just riding them up because a lot of money goes their direction. But where are we now? We're at a very low point in crypto volatility. So sure, you're going to have the random altcoin and it's going to pump, but it's going to pump based on guys who are pumping it. It's not like you're in a bull market and the regular market is pumping it. So, your time spent looking at these altcoins that are 1 in every 2,000 that pump and wondering when that pump is going to end, that's kind of gambly. Why be gambly when you can look at Bitcoin and, try to develop a way of trading that pattern? And even that with Bitcoin is gambly. Look at Bitcoin. Price action in Bitcoin is so ugly right now. Why would you spend any time with it? Why would I spend time trying to trade this trash? This is trash. This price action is trash. Look at it. That's trash. Why would I spend time getting, you saw me, I made a comment last week, I can trade this successfully. I can. And I have, and I do, but this is trash. Look at these long periods of just, shit, right? From say 21 September to 21st. You got 3 days of waiting for the pump, right? 3 days of waiting. You got, here you have from September 1st until say September 10th, you got 10 days, you got a week and a half of waiting for the pump and getting wiped out on scam wicks in the meantime. You got one pump in there, but this kind of price action that you're looking at on the screen, that's terrible for traders. Nobody wants to trade that who is an actual real trader in real life. So what I do is I go ahead and I divorced myself from being only crypto, and I moved over to Forex because there are always opportunities in Forex. You do have the occasional month in Forex like August or say maybe late December through early January. Those are times when it's really not that easy to trade Forex, but there still are opportunities, right? But this right here, you have about a half a year of trash in crypto. Going back, look at this. Let me zoom out. Let me show you how long you have that you got to sit and wait for crypto to come back alive. And this happens every 4-year cycle. It's happened, right? So let me show you this. When you go fishing, you want to fish where the fish are, right? Look at this trash. I mean, you have some moments in here that are okay, but say going back to the beginning of the year, there's a lot of scammy wicks. There's, especially this price action on the screen this whole summer. Look at this. Who wants to trade that? That's terrible. That is terrible to trade. And most of crypto is going to look like this, except for the kind of random one that's pumping here and there, right? So as a trader, I'm like, okay, during this period of time, for like a whole year, crypto blows. Why would I sit there and watch crypto charts when I could be studying Forex charts and having opportunities on a more regular basis and make money, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, here's Bitcoin. Here you go. This is what I think is going to happen. But crypto's not going to yield a whole lot of opportunities that are predictable until like maybe next spring. So that's when crypto is going to become interesting to me. That's when my time spent on really like looking at the crypto market, finding an altcoin. That's when that time is. And on top of that, during that time, Forex is going to be even better as well, because this is a slower time for Forex until maybe next week. So, Forex is almost always going to have more opportunities than crypto, with the exception of the crypto bull market and maybe the crypto, like when it's fallen off the bull market. I mean, you're always going to have like a year of crypto that's just terrible. Ray says Tethercoin works with a smart contract on Ethereum and alleged supply. Okay, so it's a low supply. Yeah, you're going to drag a few people who are just crypto heads into trading that and buying that. But the reality is Tethercoin's probably trash because it's not Bitcoin and it's crypto. And it's all trash. Crypto is like all trash. Even Bitcoin itself and Ethereum, sure, they are not trash, but they're like 99% speculation. I mean, yeah, people are using Bitcoin to live, and people that, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And it's an escape hatch for, what's the term? Inflation, right? But at the same time, I mean, it's like 99% speculation, really. So in reality, with crypto, I'm just looking for the season, and the season is not now. So, Tethercoin, whatever that is, ain't nobody using it for what it's meant for. Can almost guarantee you that. And so what's going on is it's a bunch of guys got together and decided, okay, we're going to pump Tethercoin for like a month. And they're making money on the churn, right? So they'll get people excited. They'll take some money and they'll invest in it, and they'll start pushing it up. And then, people will get excited and then they'll buy in, and then that'll provide exit liquidity for the guys who started the pump. And then they'll sell and they'll take their profit and they'll dump on the people, and they know how to advertise it. They'll shill it to the right areas and all that. And crypto heads are so thirsty, they'll just look for any good chart in crypto, and they'll ignore plenty of great markets like Forex and metals and that have a lot of opportunities. And they'll go play that game and they'll make money. These people pumping it are going to make money off you. And that's when it's going to happen, is now, during this time of the crypto market. You're going to have a lot more opportunities when the bull market happens, if it does happen again. Maker DAO is very popular, Ray. That's one of the coins that a lot of people believe in. It's an early DAO, so and it has a lot of community support. So you're going to have more people, but Maker Coin, and we're going to have to flip over to the private here, but Maker Coin. Yeah, see, but this kind of pump, it has such a bigger kind of community. There's going to be more behind this, right? MakerDAO is actually doing things. That's one of the coins on there that if crypto ends up not being trash, then MakerDAO is going to not be trash. But right now, crypto in the end is like all speculation. MakerDAO has use because of the rest of crypto's speculation. That's why MakerDAO has the use that it does. So we got the gorilla on. Let's bring him in. What's up, V? Gorilla, you're muted, sir.
Oh,
okay, there he is.
Sorry about that. I was doing my gayrilla impression.
Well, Clown World has a question for you. He wants to know when we're going to see Plunger Coin.
We should work on Plunger Coin.
Dude, really, we should.
Plunger. That's an epic meme coin right there.
I was just talking about like how crypto is all trash. Like, I mean,
99.99%
of crypto.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It is, and like
It's
you
all
know,
bullshit. And when you read the stupid white paper, it's so fun. It's a bunch of nerd talk. You know.
mhm.
I mean, the only
It's a lot
only
of
thing that's
marketing.
real is Bitcoin, Monero,
Ethereum.
Ethereum because it's a bloody platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
about it, man.
MakerDAO. We were just talking about Maker, and that's kind of in the same way as Ethereum.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of platform aspect to it, so it's going to do well based on that.
yeah.
But I know Cool Cat's making money on Tethercoin. Now think about Tethercoin. We just looked at it. It's being pumped right now. It's one in thousands of coins that gets pumped, and so basically, what you're doing there is you got a bunch of guys who will pump the price, and then they'll advertise, and then other people will buy, create their exit liquidity, then they get out, and then they reinvest towards the bottom, and now more people are already interested. So once they move the price up a little bit, then everybody else gets in and provides them exit liquidity, and they keep doing this until the bulls run out of juice. And
Yep.
that so you're getting these month-long pumps.
Planchar,
Now
planchar.
yeah, that's you're getting that. That's what's happening in crypto, and you got to look. There's like one in a few thousand that do that, or I could try to find those and hope that I'm not holding the bag when the music stops, or I could look at the market like Forex that always has opportunities. That is the biggest market in the world. That is, I really prefer to spend my time doing that. But you came in just in time to move us over to the private and give us that gorilla send off because we got drips today, don't we?
Yes, we do. We got drips. We'll do the drips close to the end of the private session.
Okay.
It's very nice. And I want to thank all you guys for listening. Listen, if you're in the free zone, stop being in the free zone and get into the friend zone. Become an insider. AlgoFactory.tech. Learn to trade your job, and upgrade your life. Give yourself the lifestyle that you deserve. Do it now. It's the greatest way to transition off of the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. And with that being said, Cowboy, take us away.
Okay.